Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Belchan.
I'm Nimakung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you a part of Ulysses.
As.
Ulysses. James Joyce. Topo. 6th Deck 3. He does. How do you do? Who? Mr. Daedalus asked. Blazes Boylan. Mr. Parr said. There he is earning his griff. Just that moment I was thinking. Mr. Daedalus sped across to salute. Ropelow. Spruce figure. What? Mr. Bloom reviewed the nails of his left hand, then those of his right hand. The nails. Yes. Is there anything more in him that she sees? Fascination. Worst men in Dublin. That keeps him alive. They sometimes feel what a person is. Instinct. But a type like that. Mine is. I am just looking at them. Wordpad. And after thinking alone. Body getting a bit softy. I would notice that. From remembering. What causes that? I suppose the skin can contract quickly enough when the flesh falls off. But the shape is there. The shape is there still. Shoulders. Hips. Glomp. Night of the dunce dressing. Shift stuck between the cheeks behind. He clasped his hands between his knees and, satisfied, sent his vacant glance over their faces. Mr. Parr asked, how is the concert getting on? Bloom. Well. Very well. Mr. Bloom said. I hear great accounts of it. It's a good idea. You see. Are you going yourself? Well, no. Mr. Bloom said. Private business. You see, the idea is to share the chieftains. What you lose on one, you can make up on the other. Quite so. Martin Cunningham said. Murray Anderson is up there now. Have you good artists? We were nurse touring her. Mr. Bloom said. Oh yes. We'll have all top lubbers. Jerry. See. Jill and John McCormack, I hope, and the best. In fact, I'm Adam. Mr. Parr said, smiling. Last but not least. Mr. Bloom unclasped his hands in a gesture of soft politeness and clasped them. Smith O'Brien. Someone has laid a bunch of flowers there. Amen. Must be his death day. For many happy returns. The carriage wheeling by Farrell's statue united mercilessly their unresisting knees. Eat. A dull-garbed old man from the curbstone tendered his wares. His mouth opening. It. 4 bootless for a penny. Wonder why he was struck off the rolls. Had his office in Hume Street. Same house as Molly's namesake. Tweety. Crank solicitor for Waterford. Has that so had ever since. Wallix of all decency. Morning too. Terrible coming down. Poor Rich. Kicked about like snuff had awake. O'Caigan on his last legs. And Medan. 11:20. Oh. Mrs. Fleming is into clean. Doing her hair. Amen. Fogloin on worry. No. Worrying on. Looking at the tips of her hairs to see if they are split. My tree man poco. Beautiful on that tree herver says. Weeping tone. A first all. There is a reversal that expresses that. His has passed slightly over Mr. Poe's good-looking face. Greyish over the ears. My dad. Smiling. I smiled back. A smile goes a long way. Only politeness, perhaps. Nice fellow. Who knows is that true about the woman he keeps? Not pleasant for the wife. Yet they say. Who was it told me? There is no corno. You would imagine that would get played out pretty quick. Yes. It was Crofton met him one evening bringing her a pound of rumpsteak. What is the she was? While made injuries. Or the mirror. Was it? They passed under the huge cloth of braziers for him. Martin Cunningham nudged Mr. Parr. Of the tribe of Reuben. He said. A tall black bearded figure. Bent on a stick. Stumping round the corner of Ulvery's elephant house. Showed them a curved hand open on his spine. In all his pristine beauty. Mr. Parr said. Mr. Diddless looked after the stumping figure and said mildly, The devil break the hasp of your back. Mr. Power. Collapsing in laughter. Shaded his face from the window as the carriage passed Gray's statue. We have all been there. Martin Cunningham said broadly. His eyes met Mr. Bloom's eyes. He caressed his beard. Alan. All. Nearly all of us. Mr. Bloom began to speak with sudden eagerness to his companions' faces. That's an awfully good one that's going the rounds above Ribbon J in the sun. About the boatman? Mr. Parr asked. Yes. Isn't it awfully good? What is that? Mr. Diddless asked. I didn't hear it. There was a girl in the case. Mr. Bloom began. But when they were both... What? Mr. Diddless asked. That come from bloody hobble toy, is it? Yes. Mr. Bloom said. They were both on the way to the boat and he tried to drown. Jordan Barabbas. Mr. Diddless cried. I wish to Christ he did. Mr. Parr sent a long laugh down his shaded nostrils. No. Mr. Bloom said. The son himself. Martin Cunningham thwarted his speech rudely. And over the wall with him into the Liffey. For God's sake. Mr. Diddless exclaimed in fright. Is he dead? Dead. Martin Cunningham cried. Not he. And he was landed up to the further on the quay more dead than alive. Half the town was there. Yes. Mr. Bloom said. But the funny part is... And Reuben J. Martin Cunningham said. gave the boatman a foreign for saving his son's life. A stifled sigh came from under Mr. Pertend. Well, he did. Martin Cunningham affirmed. To be continued.